Family on three. 1, 2, 3. Family!
Welcome to Trailblazer Tipoff.
Welcome to the old Hammer rivalry, Utah Tech and Utah Valley inside the UCCU Center here in Orem, Utah. Glad to have you aboard for Trailblazer Tip-Off. Hi there, everybody. Rod Zundel here. Yeah, this is the old Hammer rivalry, Utah Tech, Trailblazers, and the Wolverines of Utah Valley. They've already met once this season back on November 2nd. Utah Tech coming away with the win, but the Trailblazers have they're coming off Thursday night loss in Cedar City against Southern Utah. They dropped to 3-3 in the Western Athletic Conference standings. That's tied for 5th. Meanwhile, Utah Valley coming off a loss at Grand Canyon on Thursday. The Lopes only have won 14 in a row. They're the top team, undefeated in conference play. Wolverines have lost 3 in a row. Now, this is the 8th meeting between these two, and they're both members of the NCAA Division I era. Utah Valley holds a 4-3 advantage, but as I mentioned before, Trailblazers looking to make it a regular season sweep here this afternoon in Orem. Now, in that loss Thursday at Southern Utah, Trailblazers shorthanded. Beon Riley still banged up. He's not ready to go tonight, so he'll miss his second straight game like he did on Thursday night. So John Judkins looking for somebody to step up and pick up the scoring slack of 10 points a game and rebounds, 5 points a game with Beon Riley. One of those guys was Caleb Stearman. He had a career-high 21 minutes, a career-high 10 points, and he tied a career-high 6 rebounds. And Juddy's going to need that same kind of performance from Caleb and the rest of the bench players if they want to leave Orem this afternoon with a W. 8 on the shot clock. Stearman, hammer dunk right down the lane. Hammer!
Yeah, for us, it's next man up. So if someone goes down, obviously Beon's a big part of our team and we hate to lose him. But that's out of our control, and so we hope he gets better soon, but other guys got to step up so that we can make sure that we get the job done. Unfortunately, we didn't do it tonight, but quick trip on tomorrow. So we can
playing your most minutes of your career, what was it like out there? Were you getting in the groove, and can you build on that momentum for Utah Valley?
Yeah, for sure, especially here. I mean, Cedar's we always pack it out here, and so after that dunk that I had, I really feel like I got it going, and then we were able to spark it up a little bit defensively, and then I just kind of carried over throughout the game.
Box underneath the Stearman, puts it up and in. Searles to Stearman.
So what do you guys need to do at Utah Valley? They got revenge on their minds because you beat them at your place a month ago.
Yeah, it's Utah Valley is especially a super hard place to play for us, and so for us, it's shutting down their main guys and then doing everything that we can offensively to make sure we get the job done. As long as we do our job, we're just worried about us.
Down, dumps it underneath to Stearman, big man to big man.
Okay, you had your best game in a Trailblazer uniform against Southern Utah. How do you improve on that? What do you need to do to put you over the top and give your team a win Saturday?
I think same thing, just pour it into my team. Once we get all of our guys going, I mean, my stuff will come, but as long as we get our other guys going and get our team going, we'll be in a good spot on Saturday.
And there is Beon Riley out on the floor right now as his teammates are warming up. And, man, he really had his coming out party in that first meeting between the Trailblazers and the Wolverines. 17 points, as I mentioned, and they could really use him this afternoon. So a lot of other guys, there's Caleb right there, going to have to come off the bench. Tanner Christensen right there, you see him in the frame. He got into foul trouble against Southern Utah, made 6 of 7 shots in the paint. They're going to need a big game from him. And then a lot of other guys coming off the bench. They're going to need a big performance from the bench if they want to get a win here in Orem, Utah. All right, we are going to take a break. When we come back, we will get the final word from head coach John Judkins as the Trailblazer Tip-Off Show comes back to the UCCU Center in Orem, Utah, the old Hammer rivalry.
On the 30-yard line, the 20, the 10.
You wouldn't want an incomplete football game. So why use a website with incomplete listings of Southern Utah properties? SouthernUtahRealEstate.com is the most complete, most accurate, and most comprehensive property search in Washington County. Because we're not focused on everything, just on the part that we like the best. Find your Southern Utah home at southernutahrealestate.com.
Finley Hyundai, committed to high-quality service and sales for local drivers. Stress-free car buying guaranteed.
Got a project at work or around the house? Well, think Bucks Ace Hardware. Think Bucks for all the top brands like DeWalt, Milwaukee, and Stihl. Plus, Bucks has the best sporting goods department. You've got to see their gun department. It's stocked with a great selection of guns and ammo and accessories. 2 locations at the Dino Crossing in St. George or State Street in Hurricane.
We love giving back to our community, and over the years, we have provided vehicles for families in need, supported local charities, and helped train our first responders. Dealer Collision, your place for collision repair.
Local media has the biggest impact on your daily life. It's what's around you, what matters. And at Canyon Media, our goal is to deliver the very best in local entertainment, news, and media. From our award-winning radio stations like 99.9 Coney Country to Southern Utah's #1 source for local news, St. George News, Canyon Media, here for you.
It's any card for the win right now at Mountain America Credit Union, which means it's time to score some cash. Simply tap, swipe, or click checkout with any Mountain America debit or credit card to be entered into a weekly giveaway for up to $500, now until September 30th. Visit macu.com/anycard to learn how to earn extra entries or to open a new account today.
If you're out driving and something happens to your car, truck, or even wheelchair, and you end up stuck at a rail crossing, it's going to be okay. Don't panic. Here's what you do. Get out if you can and look for this blue sign on the metal pole. Call the number on the blue sign, and when they answer, tell them the crossing number. The number is right here. This tells them the exact location of the crossing. This is the fastest way to get trains stopped before coming through the crossing. Look for the blue. It helps you.
Welcome back to Trailblazer Tip-Off. We are counting down the moments until tip-off. Utah Tech and Utah Valley, the old Hammer rivalry, second meeting of the year. Utah Tech got the win on December 2nd in St. George, trying to make it a sweep here this afternoon. Now, Thursday, frustrating loss for Coach John Judkins and the Trailblazers against the rival in Cedar City with Southern Utah. T-Birds were 0-5 going in that game. They picked up their first conference win. Here is Juddy with the final word, talking about that game Thursday night and looking ahead to this afternoon's matchup with the Wolverines.
Just our offense is not clicking. It's just not, I don't know. I just, I look at Tanner. He goes 6 for 7. Besides his threes, he missed 3 threes, but he was 6 for 7 in underneath the basket, and we don't give him the ball.
Front, the lob inside to Tanner, up and hammer on him.
We should have just kept feeding the ball to Tanner, and we didn't. And we got guys maybe trying to get their points instead of realizing what's going to win games. So, we knew this was going to be a good game. I tell you, they're a better team than what their record shows. We've said that to these guys 100 times. They're going to be ready tonight. The crowd was good for them, and I thought I think we're down 1 or 2 at second half. Got a couple of steals, and we go down. We miss
on the shot clock. Stearman hammer dunk right down the lane. So with Beon out, Caleb Stearman coming in. Had a great 10 points, and going into Utah Valley now, you're going to have that same kind of performance from the guys off the bench and who normally don't get a lot of time because they're going to get time, right?
Yeah, you're right, and we talked about that. Caleb had a really good game. I thought Jello did some things. I just didn't make any shots. Noah had some good looks early and missed, and, just his confidence was down a little bit when he misses those first couple ones, and he's got to keep shooting. That's what we're trying to just keep shooting. We'll come back. But I thought Caleb really did a really good job for us, and, and some of our guys, again, and we talked about it, they're going to get minutes now. We don't know how long Beon's going to be out. We don't know. So you got to be ready at all times. And we talked about some of the guys don't know it's January and they still don't know our offense. And I told them in there today, I said, I can't. It's too late for me to have patience with you and try to wait until you figure out I got to move on. If you don't know the plays, I got to get you out. It's just that simple. And
Demings underneath off the screen, and there's a hammer. Okay, so what do you want to see Saturday afternoon in Orem?
I want to see effort. I want to see the effort. I mean, it's a quick turnaround. You can't pout about this game, and you can't. It's over. We got to learn, and we got to get better from it. And we know we can play with them. We did it last time.
Noah, 3-ball. Yes, sir. Noah G for 3.
But again, it's hard on the road, Rod. Coming on the road's a tough thing, and you got to be mentally tough. And these guys got to do that. And I think if we do that, I mean, they know what we do. We know what they do. It's just going to be coming down to the loose balls, rebounding, things that you can really control. Shooting wise, if it's open, you got to shoot. We can't control that. You just got to share it a little bit more than we did tonight. But we got to rebound. We got to be tougher. We got to guard without fouling.
And you can sure tell the frustration level for Coach Judkins is rising, and being shorthanded without Beon Riley today, not going to help. But we're counting down the moments until tip-off Utah Tech and Utah Valley. The national anthem being played. Coming up next is tip-off over on the Fan Sports Radio Network, and we'll see you back here on Trailblazer Sports Vision for the postgame show immediately following the game. Tip-off Utah Valley and Utah Tech coming up next.
Stars,